when we had our first meeting, I said, I can guarantee you there's going to come a time when
Excuse me, sir. At what age did you become a
but I
father?
will always respect him, and he will
28.
always know where I stand.
Awesome. My name is Marquise, and I have roughly about 200 fathers of followers. Can I interview for you a second?
And I wish him the
Sure.
best.
Awesome.
Not only
All right, sir. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Steph Simon, Tulsa resident, dad, teacher, rapper.
I love it.
Honestly.
So, if you were to think back when you first became a father, what was the single thing you wish you had known before becoming a dad?
Man, honestly, I want to say nothing. I like the freestyle of it all at first. I like that my first daughter was freestyle. I like that my second daughter was learning more. And I like that my third, I kind of perfected the craft. I kind of go at it, I look at it like my albums. My first album, I just did it straight off love. The second album, I put a little bit more time and intention into like how I create it, put a little bit better mix and master on it. My third album is like my greatest work because I got it, I understand it, and I'm in the flow of fatherhood. So I kind of like the stage and the maturation process that I went through. I hope that's a good answer.
No, it's perfect. Listen, this was your journey. So we try to figure out exactly what are the best ways for dads to be able to just flow in their way. So when you think about how you were going through your maturation process, we always think about modeling. Who was it that you were able to model the behavior of or learn about being a father from?
I'm happy to say I got to model it from my dad. I got to model it from my friends' parents. I got to model it from just experiences that I remember that just made me feel good. And just getting to our I guess animalistic traits of just parenthood. Like you watch a dog take care of their puppies, they just do. Nobody's telling them to do certain things. You just do it off instinct. And so, but yeah, first and foremost, my dad. And I grew up in church, so I did a lot of reading and just trying to stay anchored and centered and lead that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I get my credit.
I love it. So we run a nonprofit that focuses on creating community for fathers. How important would you say community is for dads to be able to have men and others that they can talk about fatherhood and talk about family with?
Man, that's crazy you asked that question. Um, I was getting ready to post on Facebook and say, man, y'all really don't be talking about on here all the time. Where is the people talking about? I got a kid going into sixth grade. Where's the dads that went through the middle school process? I need advice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about bulls. And so I do want to find a community of like parents that like, because sixth grade is different. I remember sixth grade. It was a lot. It was a lot of different things that carry you and mold your personality that happens through sixth grade. And I have daughters, and I want to protect their spirits and who they are, and make sure they grow and are nurtured. So I want to know, like, I want to find them. And I mean, birthright living, you know, living legacy. But yeah, I was actually getting ready to say that.
And you know you was got to be get tagged with us all over the place.
That's crazy.
I love it. I love it. So when we think about creating children, obviously it takes two to be able to do that. How important is picking your partner?
It's very important to know um the ins and outs of your partner's behavior. And really just lead with your heart and not with your thoughts, I should say. But it's very important. Just a family oriented person, how they think, how they nurture, how they take care of their things. It's all about how you do one thing, it's how you do another thing. So it's just really paying attention to who your person is and how they treat other people and how their patterns and looking at their patterns and that person looking at mine, So but everybody grows in different ways too. So how you meet a person isn't always how it grows out. And as long as you're mature enough to handle that, everything is fine.
I love it. So you're laying in the casket, your kids are reading the obituary, and they have words to say. What is it one thing that you hope that they remember about you?
I think about that way too much. Um, I walk, talk, create music, and do everything that I do, knowing that I did things the right way for people, that I worked hard, that I loved everyone, that I never made an enemy on purpose, and that I benefited. I left any space that I was in better than I found it, and I want them to know that. And I wanted them to know, like, I never came trash on the track ever. Every verse is nice.
I love that. And as a celebrity dad, do you find that it's different to do what you have to do in work and as a father?
Um, I'm getting more comfortable in just being me everywhere. There's no character. So yeah, I'm the same person. I'm the same dad on the song, and I'm the same dad at home. So I had to really find that balance of just being that person and not having the character that they like, oh, he's in character mode, and with the people he's this way, and at home he's this way. I really wanted to make that noticeable that I'm the same person everywhere. But my kids get the better benefit for sure.
I love it. And the last question, if you had one bit of advice for those new and expecting fathers that are possibly going to be having children coming soon, what is that one bit of advice you would want to give for them?
There's nothing in the world outside of death and like disability that can keep you away from your children.
Man, you give some great advice. Go ahead.
So don't let any excuse stop that.
I love it, man. You give some great advice. I connect with all the fathers that I meet with. Is there any way I can get your contact info?
Oh man, yes, I can give you my contact info.
I love it.
We'll lock in.
I love it. We'll see y'all next time.
Sure. Thank you, Tim.